Hi there, this is Dani Nedelko here, and I am very happy that you're here with me. Today, I just wanted to say, hey, this is me, and I want to reintroduce myself. Maybe you've been following me for some months, some days, some of you have been following me for years, and some of you are my friends. So I just wanted to come here and just share with you. I'm back doing different things online, and who is Danny and what is it that you are doing, what is that you're all about, what literally, well, I am an entrepreneur. I This page, if you're watching this page, literally I share some of my personal life, but in reality, this page is my business page. And well, I'm going to tell you just in short, where I come from, and what I love to do. And, if there's any way that I can help you, that's going to be more than a pleasure for me to do. So now I am originally from Mexico. I actually live here in Tennessee with my family. I have an amazing family. I love my kids. I have an amazing husband. We are doing life uh, alongside a community of people. We have an amazing church, we have great friends. But you know what, I just want to tell you about our business, and how is that I got started in business, and how I started this journey. Now, for those of you that know me, I'm a person that believes in Jesus. So I am a minister as well. I used to pastor church, and I love the Lord. Now, with that said, I started in business, with the intent of help, my different ministerial efforts and different things. And it was, fun. However, when I started in business, I experienced a lot of difficulties. I went from a very difficult life, to being literally a single mom, and things were tough at some point. But I want to tell you one thing. I love to really share this story, because I know that maybe somebody that might be going through a tough spot in life could use this as an inspiration. um I can tell you one thing. Life can get tough, but you can get tougher. And when you understand that there's, somebody that is holding you by the hand, and it's not just you, everything is not easier, but and you trust that the good Lord has your back. But I was at some point praying for a way out, first of all, from the situation I was living, and I don't want to get too deep in those things, but financially it was very tough. So I started exploring different things until I found, network marketing, which is what I do. I'm a professional network marketer. I found, a an opportunity, or the opportunity found me. I don't know how we could put it. There was, a friend that introduced me to this model. If you don't know what that is, I will be more than happy to show you what that is. And from there, I could not travel. I had no finances. I had no means and ways. I had two small children. So, anyways, I was unemployed, and it was tough. So I started everything online, and that's literally what I do. I show other people, how to create an additional source of income, which, I just wanted to pay my rent. I just wanted to be able to buy groceries, pay my rent, and be able to get some gas. That was it, nothing else. I didn't want anything else. I wasn't thinking about like all these shiny things that you might see on the internet, that somebody has a jet and they have, their Ferrari and all these things. And those things could be possible if you're one of those people that look for those things. For me, it was more a freedom for me to be able to be present in my children's life without having to just be at a job that I did not like, and just be able to actually live a decent life. So I got to know about this model through a friend, and I just started just sharing with people something that I really liked. Then everything was online. We did, different things. And long story short, I was able to help other people just like me in different countries, from all Latin America. I have been I have had the blessing to help people in Asia, also Europe, and different parts of the world. So, as I'm telling you this story, it's like a dream come true. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: it's not easy. This type of business model is not for everybody, and it's not easy. It's not like, you get rich quick kind of thing. No, it's not like that. I remember when I started navigating this business model, I had to learn a lot of things. I started doing things wrong, and then I knocked myself against the wall. Now I couldn't go and pass the challenges. And it was not until I got a mentor or a person that was guiding me to actually go faster and do better. So it took me around 8 years to kind of like master this thing. But I can tell you that after going to different events and investing in education on this business model, I know that I could have compressed the time in probably around, I kid you not, I think I could have saved half of the time that I invested on learning things on my own. Now, with that said, I have been blessed, and blessed because it comes from the Lord, to have the opportunity to lead and guide and own a network marketing company alongside my husband. And I think it's a blessing to be able to lead. We have amazing products. If you don't know what that is, I can show you totally. But we have health and wellness products. We have beauty, skincare products. But that's not the point. I'm just gonna tell you one thing. If you've been wondering if there's hope for you, whenever, if you're going through, I don't know, like a really ugly personal situation, hashtag, nightmare, with your job, your personal life, um, there's hope, and not in our company or me or whoever, or opportunity. No, you can call on our personal friend, and he can always help us. So, and I'm not trying to tell you this for you to join me on what I have to say, but there will always be a way. And maybe it's not what I'm trying to present to you, which is our business and my story. No, but you have to have faith. You have to have hope. You have to believe that there's something better, that there's something, that there's light coming. Not all problems, and not everything is a tragedy. So if you've been struggling with different things, I don't know what that is, just get closer to your creator. If you just out of this Facebook live or this video, if that's all you get, just get close to him. He'll show you the way. But fast forward, I was able to come out, with the help of friends, with guidance, with education, with all those things. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. My name is Dani Nedelko. I am, first of all, a believer. I love the Lord. I love people. I have been very blessed. I have an amazing family. I love my husband, and I love helping people. And if in any way you or somebody is struggling to find another way to do life financially, I'm not trying to preach here, but you can always go and find a really great place to call it home. When it comes down to a church, there are many, many beautiful people. But when it comes down to finances, if you know somebody that's struggling, send them this video. We might be able to help them. But anyways, thank you for being here. This is me, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.